Hi everyone, today I'm going to be making a video about Scottish words. On my other videos I usually get quite a lot of comments about my accent, and they aren't always nice comments, but it doesn't really bother me because that's just the way I speak. I've been quite apprehensive to make this video because when you look in the comment sections at other Scottish videos, you get a lot of Scottish people saying, "That's not how you use that word, we don't say that here, not all Scottish people speak like that." That's fine, not all Scottish people say the same things. Me and my friends don't say the same words. Me and my mum live in the same house and we don't say the same words. This is just an example of some of the words that I can think of that some people that I know say. There'll be quite a lot of Scottish people out there who don't use any of these words, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, I'm just telling you words that I know or some words that I would say. When I was coming up with my list, I was trying to think of words that have a lot of Scottish words to describe it, and one of the words that I came up with was disgusting. So if something is disgusting, dirty or smelly, there is a whole lot of words that you can use to describe that. Some of them are clatty, minging, bogging, rank, howling. And when I say howling, it's like a wolf howling at the moon. I don't know why that means disgusting, but that's just something that we say. When I was coming up with this list, I just realised today that there's two words that you can use to describe disgusting, but it also means busy. Those words are hoaching and heaving. So for example, if I said I went into the town and it was heaving, that means I went to town and it was very busy. Or if I say I went to the bar and it was very busy, then I would say I went to the bar and it was heaving. Another word to say dirty would be clinging, as in if your hair's greasy, or as I would say greasy, instead of saying your hair's clinging with grease, you would just say it's clinging, meaning it's dirty. Some other words to describe dirty would be reeking, which I never say, or rotten, which I don't really say either, but a lot of people would say, "Oh my god, that is rotten." Now in Scotland, if you're going to say, "That makes me feel sick," there's two things that I would normally say, and that would be, "That's giving me the boke," or "That's giving me the heave," meaning that's giving me the boke, and the boke is like retching, like when you feel sick. And I usually say, "That's giving me the boke," or if something is horrible to look at, I'll just say, "That's the boke." It's not, I don't know why I'm laughing because that is actually the way I speak, but when I'm describing how I usually speak, it sounds totally stupid. Another thing that I say quite a lot, sadly, that this is like quite a Ned thing to say, and a Ned is a chav, and I don't know what a chav is in America, but if you're English then you'll know what a chav is. So before I speak, sometimes I would say pure, and pure means very. So if something is good, then you would say that's pure good. But normally instead of saying good, everything to me is amazing, so that's pure amazing. Like, that's pure amazing. And I say that all the time, sadly. Some other words that you might hear when you're in Scotland are words to describe the cold. And instead of it just being cold, it would be Baltic. So if it's really cold outside, it would be Baltic. If it's freezing, it would be pure Baltic. But sometimes people would say it's bitter, as in it's bitter cold. I don't really say bitter, to me it's always Baltic. While you're in Scotland, you'll also hear different words instead of people using the word good. So for example, if somebody thinks that a meal was really good, they would say, "Oh, that dinner was magic." Or sometimes you'll hear people saying, instead of saying "that was really good," they'll say, "Oh, that was spot on." And that, you can tell by the way I say that I never say spot on, but some people will say spot on. Another word for good would be belter. There's two ways to use the word belter as far as I know, and one would be if somebody's really pretty or beautiful, somebody would say she's a belter, or if something's really nice, they'd say, "Oh, that's a belter," or "Your trainers are belters," or "Your new car's a belter." People also use the word minted as well, so they'd say, "Oh, your new trainers are minted." Some other basic words that you would probably know would be yes and no. So instead of saying yes and no, I would say aye or no, but sometimes I would say nah, so I don't really say nah that much, but say somebody asks me to go out to the pub and I can't be bothered, so they'll phone me and they'll say, "Are you coming out to the pub?" And I'll say, "Nah." I feel like I'm trying to be serious saying these words, but I'm just making myself laugh because I don't usually speak my own accent in front of the camera. I do try and pronunciate a wee bit better, but because I'm actually speaking the way I usually speak, it's making me feel a slightly uncomfortable, so excuse me laughing at myself. Other words that people would use would be ma and da. I just say mum and dad, but some people say ma and da. I do say granda though. I come from just outside Glasgow, and the way I pronounce my words is different from a lot of other people, and even different from my friends that live right next to me. But the way, well, you just heard it there, like different from people who live next to me. I don't say live next to me, I would say next to me. I don't really know how to describe that, it just comes out my mouth. Also, the way I speak would be to take the G off any words with ing. So if I had to say, I've just got a total brain block and I can't think of any words ending in ing. Right, let's start again. So if you had to say trying, no. So if you had to say trying, dying, lying or frying, I would say dying, trying, lying and frying. And I would also say camping instead of camping, which isn't even camping, it's like as if it ends with an M. I don't really know why I pronounce it like that. So like, we're going camping. If you go to any pubs or clubs in Glasgow, somebody might say, do you want some ginger in your vodka? And ginger is fizzy juice. Another thing that you might hear people saying a lot in Scotland is man. Like, just say man at the end of every sentence basically. So instead of saying are you alright, some people would say alright man. So if you hear somebody saying alright, that's them just saying are you alright. Somebody would maybe say hello, and instead of saying hello they go alright. This is bad. I'm trying my hardest here and not sound like an idiot, but this is the best I can do. Right, okay, so anyway, somebody would say alright man, alright mate. I don't even say alright mate, some people will say alright mate. Some people say man literally at the end of every sentence, like look at the time man, I need to go to work man, I'm shattered man. I try not to say it that much, but I do say it sometimes. Another time that you would maybe hear somebody saying man would be, instead of somebody saying oh for God's sake, somebody would say God's sake man. And then other times that you might hear people saying man would be, say you're watching a film and there's a villain, or like a baddie as I would call them. The villain's just about to come in and you know something is going to happen, so then you would maybe look at whoever you're watching the film and go, oh man, that means oh crap. So at this point this video is probably long enough. If you can think of any other Scottish words to describe the words that I've said, leave them in the comment section below. Also, don't be offended or go off your head if I've missed out words that you say, or if I've said words that you don't say, because like I mentioned before, everybody in Scotland speaks differently and we all say different words. And if anybody's watching this video and they feel like leaving a nasty comment about the Scottish accent, then I would just skip it if I was you, because if you don't like the way Scottish people speak, then why the hell did you click on a Scottish speaking video? If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you would like to hear more Scottish words or phrases, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, bye!